I'd like to share with you on the momentum of Wing Chun, which is, I think, very likely happened in 1848. Okay, so why is 1848? 1848 is a special time span or postmark, I call it, because it is at that time we can find the terms uses in both Choi Lei Fat system and the Yit Gam Wing Chun systems. Okay, so the terms such like hero and Taiping is a word which is, I call it, timestamp word, which is using both. You can find it in the Choi Lei Fat and the Yit Gam Xiu Lim Tao, and also the history of China at that period of time. Okay, so so if we get back to that time, what we see is this. At that time, the martial art, the Chinese martial art in that era, basically can divide into two different types. One is called the long fist, Changquan. Another one is called the short strike art, or the Duan Da. Okay, if we use a general name of ancient Chinese martial art, so there is Changquan and then Duan Da. These are two different type of arts. Okay, so let us go through, in different details, so you'll be able to see what are they. Okay, now Changquan is the art which is operate in the distance. For example, I have this arm here. Okay, Changquan is a type of art operate in this this long distance. Okay, and as the Duan Da or short strike art is the art which is activate within the between the elbow and the shoulder distance. So Duan Da will be active in this range, and Changquan will be in this range. So these are two different attacks based on different range. Okay. Now, because of it is depend on different range, so the arts will be different in terms of momentum, power generations, and the engine of the arts. Okay, so if we talk about the momentum, the Changquan momentum is always in this distance. Okay, now the Duan Da, the short strike art, is in distance. Okay, so you can see it. Sometimes people call it the Changquan is the external arm art, which is Qin Bei Sao. This is the arm here. This is the arm. So Changquan is the Qin Bei Sao, meaning that it is an art. If this is the Hao Bei, the back of the if this is the elbow. Okay, if this point is the elbow, this is the shoulder, and the art of Changquan is the belong to the distance or in front of this elbow. Okay, which is also we call it Qin Bei Sao in Cantonese. Okay, and the Duan Da is belong to Hao Bei Sao, the back of this elbow. So you look at it. One, the Changquan, the long fist, is the one which is dynamic play in the forward or before the elbow, and the short strike art is behind the elbow. Okay, so that's it. So usually the Changquan will do this. Okay, now the short strike or the Duan Da will get into here. Okay, and Changquan usually will get into the Qiusao issue. Okay, they're dealing with Qiusao, and the Duanda is dealing with entering the body, or called Mai San in Cantonese, or Ru Shen in Chinese in Mandarin. Okay, so the play of Qiusao here and the play of Yap San or this Mai San is a two different type of play here. Okay, now because of these two different type of play, the power generations also is different. Okay, the one which is played here and keep a distance, always have to keep a distance, and the one which is played here in this range and has to stick to the body and to operate here, dynamics here, they have a different type of power generations. Okay, so over here for the Changquan, the long fist one, you always have a distance in order to generate the strike. Okay, as for the Duanda, the short strike one is here, has to stick with the body and be able to generate force flow here. That's why over here we talk about inching. Okay, meaning we don't have the space. We have to deliver power and handling momentum over here, but over here you need a space. Okay, so the Changquan you keep almost some distance here, and Duanda you enter and you want to stick and you want to generate power here. And here one other characteristic of the power generation over here is also the body. If you notice my body has to be erect so I can stick on him. Okay, like this Wudu can stick on him. And my power generations, I have to rely on the axis. I cannot be like that, or I cannot be like that. Okay, I have to be using this type of I call it the axis. Okay, I don't call it structure because this is an axis. It's a twisted, it's a rotating type of axis. Okay, okay. So that's with the power generations. Now, because the power generations of this and the power generations of this are different things. So the engine of the art, they are different. Okay, and so then the development of the art is a different story. Okay, it is a different type of mechanics and all. Okay, so again, while if you're doing the long fist techniques, you have to have the space of 30-40 centimeter to play with. Over here, you don't have the 30-40 centimeter to play with. You stick basically here, so you need the inch jing, which is a force flow play. No longer a body, body movement, acceleration type of play, but over here is the inch jing type of play, force flow play. Okay. Now, for the Wing Chun 1848, which is according to the data point of the Yip Gum, Siu Ling Tao, we know in order to play here, the technology of the Yip Gum Siu Ling Tao is using the Mei snake engine, okay, the Mei Zhuang's engine, so that it be able to play in this range. Okay, so that is different than, say for example, the Choi Lei Fat engine. This is the flying, the Fei Tao Ging, the flying gyros power, or the other Nam Queen type of power generations. Okay. Now, one thing I want to mention too. This is two range distance. Okay, these are two different arts. The long, and then the close body or the short strike. It is independent of either Jing San or Pin San. Okay, so what is Jing San and Pin San stuff? Okay, the Jing San, Pin San is this. In the ancient martial art, we call this is internal door. whatever between these two hands is internal door or internal side circle. Okay, whatever here is external door or external circle. So either you do, you call it, sometimes people call it this 正山 this way and 偏山 this way. Okay, well, that is just saying that internal door or external door, internal circle or external circle. It doesn't tell you whether it is a long fist arch or it is a closed body or short strike arch. Okay, so it can be 正山, okay, long fist arch, or 偏山, long fist arch. Okay, it is a 正山 and 偏山, or what do you call that? Inner circle or inner gate or inner door and external do not define whether it is a long fist arch or short strike arch. Okay, so finally I want to show you some example of the so-called example on the long fist arch and the short strike arch. Okay, before that, I like to tell you, center line itself is not defined as the is independent of the long fist arch or short strike arch too, because I can go to center line this way. Still, that is there's the long fist arch. Okay, and I can go in this way, center line. There is the short strike arch. They're different. Okay, now. So in the long fist arch, for example, the long fist arch, you probably doing this. You keep a distance there, and you can strike to the center line, attack to the center line. Okay. This is usually the long fist arch. Okay, and you can see a lot of different Namquin or Southern Chinese martial art doing that. Okay. Now, for the close body strike arch, okay, that is the close body or the short strike arch. Okay, so in 1848, in my understanding, okay, I can be wrong, is that Wing Chun is not this arch. Okay, Wing Chun is more like this arch. One is stick, it go inside to the body and it continue in the dynamics. Okay, so if we want to talk about momentum, this is not the momentum. However, the momentum is this. Okay, you see the different type of the momentum, and that need a different type of engine. So why again you need to have the Hermes snake engine, because you need to have the whole body conditions in the way so that I can be having the axis to handle the force flow here, and I can have the dynamics into here. Okay, so this is to share with you about what my view is on the momentum of the Wing Chun. So we know from with the 6 core elements, the body, the mind, the breathing, the chi flow, the force flow, and the momentum, we can define the momentum of Wing Chun as the short strike arch type of momentum, and then the force flow or the power generation is the short strike arch type, and then the body, the condition of the body, the bowls, the 7 bowls, the breathing, and so forth, and the techniques is actually supporting the type of the concept, the type of the concept of Wing Chun, okay, which is a short strike arch, okay, and